Hi again, and welcome to Sorrel Beya Yoga. Today we're going to be doing a short flow that really focuses on building strength within the pelvic floor area. Ooh la la! Lots of fire, lots of warmth, lots of strength here. So I'm not saying it's going to be the most fun. I think it's fun, but it's necessary, right? Our day to day, we need that strength there, especially if you're, getting older or have any issues with pain here in the lower back. It's very good to strengthen our pelvic floor. Let's begin on our back. And as usual, if you need any props or have blocks or pillows or bolsters or straps, anything that you think you're going to need to get more comfortable in your practice, go ahead and grab those now and come onto your back. Placing the feet on the mat, knees up, and hands can go wherever is comfortable. Closing the eyes down and settling into the body, settling into the breath. Feeling the belly expand and contract. And then taking some slow breaths. And when I say slow, I mean about 20 to maybe even 30-second inhales and exhales through the nose and possibly back out of the nose. And if maybe the only thing that you take off the mat is this connection with your breath and being able to deepen it throughout your day and slow it down. That's wonderful. That's beautiful. That is a great thing to be able to take off the mat with you today. Slower breath. Take 3 more big inhales and very long exhales on your own. And after that last exhale, fluttering the eyes open, adjusting back to the light. And if you don't have a block, that is fine. If you do have a block, go ahead and grab it. You're going to bring it between the thighs. And bring your hands by your sides, palms pressing down into the mat. Squeeze the block. Inhale, lift the hips. So we're taking a bridge here with the block. And I like to bring it on the smaller side, so not super wide between the legs, but that's up to you, whatever feels good. I also have small legs, so if you have some pretty muscly legs, you might want it a little thicker in the block. And then when you get to the top, from here, noticing which muscles you're engaging the most of, which is likely the glutes, the thighs, feeling the lower back. And now see, as you're here, can you bring your attention to the pelvic floor and start to do a little squeeze here, lifting the pelvic floor, tightening the belly button towards the spine, and hold. 5, 4, lift the block a little higher. 3, 2, 1, lower down. Good. One more inhale, lift. Find that little squeeze and lift in the pelvic floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Move the block. And then bring your hands to the lower part of your back and see if you can slide your palms under. Once you can slide your palms under, bring them back by your side so you have this little arch happening just in the lower part of your back. Lifting, and then start to press the tailbone and the spine completely back down as you draw the navel towards the spine. And then find that lift, that squeeze in the pelvic floor. Inhale, a little baby arch in the lower back. Squeeze at the top. Exhale, lower the pelvic floor back down. A little squeeze at the bottom of the breath. Keep going 3 more rounds. The inhales lift. Give a little squeeze. Exhales lower. Give a little squeeze. Inhale, lift, squeeze. Exhale, lower, squeeze. Last one, inhale, lift, squeeze. Exhale, lower, squeeze. Good. And then from here, you're going to take your feet together, knees out wide, so you're in butterfly legs or supta baddha konasana. And then we're going to take little clamshells, so you're going to close the legs and open, starting to feel that stretch in the inner thighs, as well as the hip flexors. Keep going for 3, 2, 1. Hold the legs open at the bottom, and we're going to try and lift our hips. Hold at the top, and then find that squeeze, that lifting in the pelvic floor, pressing into the shoulder blades. Make sure you can breathe here. Space between chin and chest. 3, 2, 1. If you're shaky, that's okay. Lower down. 1 more. Inhale, lift. 3, press into the palms. Walk the shoulder blades closer together to get a little bit more lift. Make sure that pelvic floor engagement is happening. 3, 2, 1. Lower. Big breath in, exhale out. Inhale, lift the legs up. I'm going to take 8 leg lifts here. If you have a bony tailbone like me, no meat there, no cushion. It sucks, it shucks. Start to lower the legs. If you want a little more, you can lift head and shoulders. Think of mermaid legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom and then let it go. Interlace your hands behind the thighs. Rock and roll up to a seat. Good. And then from here, actually, we're going to go ahead and move all the way onto our knees. So find your tabletop. Sitting back on the heels, always making sure to work out those wrists. You'll see me, I'm going to be in fists a lot, using fists. My wrist has been a little achy, so if you need to do that too, go ahead. You can be on the knuckles for your cat-cow. Moving back to that cat-cow, inhale, lift the heart, lift the head, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round, pause in your cat, press the mat away, and you're going to tuck your right knee towards your nose and hold for 3, 2, 1. Stay in your cat, lower right knee, draw left knee into your chest for 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do 8 little marches here, staying in the cat, right leg, 1, left leg, 2. Keep going, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. I guess I said 8 and we ended up doing 10. Sorry, guys. Exhale, round, regular cat. Good. And then from here, we're going to lower all the way onto our belly. Reach your hands forward, palms facing each other, thumbs up. Good. Inhale, lift everything up, balancing on the pelvic floor. Squeeze the glutes, draw the feet closer together. Thumbs lift up. Breathe. Try to lift the thighs a little higher. Still diaphragmatic breaths here. And lower back down. From here, you're going to come into Sphinx pose. So forearms are planted. But we're going to take our knees out, feet together. So like little frog legs here. And what we're going to do, if your legs don't lift up, that's okay. We're just starting to build that connection with our mind, telling our legs to lift, and eventually we'll build that connection and that strength, and they'll lift. So from here, pressing into the forearms, see if you can lift the legs up. Pressing feet together, squeeze the glutes. Press into the pelvic floor still. Lots of pelvic floor, remember. 5, 4. Notice where you're feeling it in the back and the shoulders. Soften shoulders away from ears. 3. Lift a little higher. 2, 1. Lower it down. Whew. Let's do one more. Inhale, lift. And remember, if no lift is happening, but you're really thinking here, you're really pressing into the pelvic floor, and your intent is to lift the legs, that is a-okay. Inhale, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Windshield wiper the legs. Nice job. That one's not easy. It's a little burner. And we're going to press up through our baby cobra, or if you're ready for your up dog, you can do that, Urdhva Mukasana. Exhale, going right into your downward facing dog, pedaling it out. Bending the knees. Lots of movement. Remember those slower breaths, regulating our nervous system. One of the joys that we learn through our yoga asana practice that we can take off of our mat. Because what's the point of having all these amazing tools that we only use on the mat and not in our real life situation and experiences off the mat? That would be no fun. So I'm always seeing what we can learn here and take off with us. Share with others. Gaze forward and take little steps all the way to the front of your mat. And then take the feet as wide as your hips are wider. You're going to slowly rise up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Spread the toes like little flowers, little blooming flowers. Relax the shoulders. Check in with yourself. You feel a little dizzy. Letting go of some of that heat, some of that breath out of the mouth. And then I'm going to face you so you can see what the heck is going to happen here. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Right hand catches left wrist, and you take a crescent side bend to the right. Stay just like this, or for fun, you can start to send your right foot out to the side on the toe, big toe, or maybe start to float it up. 3, 2, 1. Gently set it down. Shake out the arms. Other side, hands sweep up. Left hand catches right wrist. Side bend to the left. Stay here, come up onto the left toes. Maybe floating left foot. 3, 2, lift the gaze. 1, let it go, shake it off. Okay, inhale, big breath in. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. You can have hands on shins or the ground. I forgot to mention that. My apologies. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. And then from here, we're going to drop down knees, chin and chest. Ashtanga Namaskar. So you have 8 points on the mat. Tailbones lifted, elbows are hugging close to you by your chest. And then with this rolling happening in the upper part of the back, start to roll up, 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 up. And baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. Deep inhale. Exhale. In and out. And 1 more. Let it go. Gaze between the palms, step or hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. We're going to bring our hands to heart center though and take a twist towards the right. You can stay lifted with the torso or hook the left arm outside of the right leg. Thumb tips drawing towards the heart center. And then take a gander at your toes and your knees, keeping them in line with each other. Maybe gaze goes up, twisting from the navel. Inhale, from here we're going to reach up. Exhale, stepping right foot back, find your crescent lunge. If you need a lower back knee, by all means, please lower it if you need to. And then we're going to side bend to the left. To the left. Bending into the left knee. Keep pressing through that back foot or more like a pulling action with the back heel to get that back thigh. Exhale, hands come down. Step to a wider down dog, so the feet come maybe as wide as the mat or more. And then take the right hand in front of your face, planted on the mat. And left hand's gonna reach for the right ankle, twisting. Breathe. If you need to bend the knees, bend the knees. Whatever feels good here. Twisting, twisting, twisting. Opening, opening, opening. And downward facing dog. And gaze forward. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, full. Inhale, rise up to your Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Remember, twisting again, you can do just from the torso, or you can hook the right arm outside of left leg. Same thing here, keeping the knees in line with each other and the toes. And then once you get there, maybe bringing the thumb tips closer to heart center as your gaze goes up, if that feels okay on the neck. Lower the bum, breathe into the diaphragm. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, stepping back, left leg. Pull the left heel forward, side bend to the right. Crescent, crescent, lift the gaze, draw the arms back, create space in the upper body. Exhale, hands down. And bringing left hand in front of your face on the mat. Right hand's gonna reach for left ankle. Finding a twisted down dog. Breathe. Same thing here, if you need to bend in the knees, bend in those knees. And then coming back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. One more. Exhale. Okay, from here you're going to sweep your right leg up. And then start to draw right knee towards left elbow. If you get confused at all, you might need to pause here and rewatch this part. It's funky. So right knee to left elbow, kick that right foot out so you're in a full-in, setting up for a full-in triangle, but we're not going towards the full-in triangle yet in this practice. From here, we're going to start to lower the hips straight down. So you're like making this big L with your legs. And then you can stay up here with the hands as you face the front of your mat. Or if it feels okay, you can come onto the forearms. Or you can even lay down here on the belly. Taking some breaths. Inhale, we're going to come back up. Curl your back toes, lift the back knee as you step right leg right back. Option here for the next 3 breaths for a flow, maybe moving through our knees, chest, chin, or just chill in your down dog, or take a child's pose. Do whatever you got to do here that feels good for your practice. Inhales, lift if you're flowing. Exhales, hips back. One more breath. Left leg lifts, left knee to right upper arm, and then kick the foot through like you're going to move into your full-in star, full-in triangle. But then just lower the hips straight down. Stay here, come onto the forearms, or maybe laying down. Breathing slow and steady the heart rate. Inhale, come back up. curl your back toes, lift the back knee, step back, downward facing dog. Option for another flow for the next 3 breaths, or chill here, your choice. Going with the breath, with your breath. And then lower the knees down, swivel around so you're on your seat. And then we're going to come back onto our backs. Draw the knees into your chest. And rocking side to side. And then bring the arms out like saguaro arms, cacti arms. If you're not sure what a saguaro is. And then start to hover the knees to the right, but don't drop them. Same thing here, building up our core strength as well as our pelvic floor strength. See if you can keep the left shoulder mounted down towards the ground, holding, and then take the knees through center, hovering them over to the left. Mounting down in the right shoulder. And then keep going for 8, switching back and forth. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to plant the feet, inhale, lift, one more bridge, maybe interlacing the palms underneath the tailbone this time. Holding at the top, 5, 4, flower the toes, press through the heels, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, bring the feet together, knees out wide. Supta konasana again. But then this time, if you have your block, if you don't, that's okay, you'll just do it without the block. But if you have a block, bring it underneath the right thigh, so you're resting your figure or your butterfly legs on this block, and then lift the left knee towards your chest. And we're going to take some circles here. Use your left hand to draw these circles with the left leg. Really opening and closing the hip. Notice any tenderness. Notice any other sensations here. Maybe it feels pretty good. As we're hydrating here, our connective tissues. Ooh la la. And then from here, hold, lifting the left leg up. Left knee goes towards the armpit. Stay just like this, or you can take a half happy baby with the other leg still resting in this Supta konasana shape, butterfly legs. Keeping the tailbone down, shoulders down. Still breathing into the diaphragm, those ujjayi pranayama breaths. And then if the breath started to quicken, see if you can begin to slow it back down again. Like really slow. And from here, we're going to switch sides. So take the block, bring it underneath the left thigh. Get it cozy. If you don't have a block, same thing, just rest the left leg open. And then draw right knee up and take those circles, guiding it with the right hand. Open, close the hip. And then staying with the right foot lifting up towards the sky, or moving all the way into your half happy baby, grabbing onto the right big toe or the outside of the right foot. As you lift the foot up, the right knee goes towards the armpit. We're just holding and breathing. I forgot to mention on the other side that I take my opposite hand and I press the hip down, but it is, it's a pretty nice stretch on the inner thighs and the hip flexor. So just being mindful of where you're feeling it. No pain, just a deep stretch. Slow and steady breath. Being here in this moment, savoring it, relishing in it. And then let it go. Plant the feet, knees up, and just dropping the knees side to side. Massaging out the legs and the hips and the back. And then for your own practice, taking whatever else you need before moving into your final resting shape, whatever that is on your back, side, belly, whatever feels comfortable. And take some little wiggles to the fingers, and to the toes. You begin to soften the eyelids, get all the little fidgets out. Slowing the breath. Remembering that the only thing you take off the mat today is a slower steadiness to your breath for the rest of your day, the rest of your week. Ooh, that would be really nice. That's what really counts here. Regulating our nervous system. That way we can not only show up better for others, but also show up better for ourselves and be open to receive more. Isn't that beautiful? Staying here in your Shavasana, your corpse pose, as long as you would like. This is where I leave you all. And as usual, if you have any questions, concerns, please let me know in the comments, shoot me a message, request anything, whatever you want. So just a funny story, those are the best, right? And thank you so much for being here with me and joining me on this journey. I am so beyond grateful for you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.